Well, I have to admit it, I'm a fangirl here. I've followed Dr. Harvey Karp since he has released the book, The Happiest Baby on the Block. Today, America's #1 pediatrician is here to share his wisdom for families and children getting back into the swing of the new school year. Good morning, Dr. Karp.
Good morning. So good to be with you.
Thank you for being here. And, you know, of course, it is this crazy time of year. We're transitioning from summer and relaxation to back to school. What are some of the emotions that kids and families are going through when it's time to go back to school?
Well, it's always hard to get back on schedule after you've had a summertime of a little bit more relaxation. Well, first of all, thank goodness we've got schools open. And second of all, thank goodness for our teachers who have been there and are there for our kids, because we kind of forget how, I mean, they're parenting them for 8 hours a day. It's really, really an underappreciated job. So I always like to start by making sure we're thanking the teachers.
Well, that is a good thing to do because we certainly do appreciate them. So they're working with the kids and the parents are working with the kids and the kids are experiencing all of these emotions at one time.
Sure, that's true. And so getting into the swing of things helps, getting back to a routine. For little kids, even practicing what it's going to be like in school, parents can practice, you know, raising your hand to ask a question, do a little pretend school game. One of the things for little kids to help them get into the swing of it is parents can make a book. You can make a book with pictures or little drawings if you want of what it's like to, you know, brush your teeth, say your prayers, read a book, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, pick out your clothes, get in the car, go to school. When you practice that in a book, it allows them to prepare their minds for what it's going to be like so that it's not as big a transition. For children who are having difficulty maybe making that switch from being at home to being in school. Obviously, for older kids, anxiety can come up. Right? Kids worry about what the other kids are thinking or saying or how they're dressing. And that can weigh heavily on some children, older children, middle school kids. And one of the things parents do a lot is they say, how was school today? You know, what was it like? What did you do in school today? That's okay, but it really is hard for kids to answer those big, broad questions, even if there are things bothering them underneath. So getting a little bit more specific, you know, where did you sit? You know, who was next to you? What did you have for lunch? You know, did anybody say something that you thought was smart? Did anybody say something that you thought was silly? You know, who was the teacher picking on? Was she picking on mostly one person or many people? Kind of just getting into random specifics frees them up a little bit to start talking about their day.
Great advice. Share with us about magical breathing.
Well, you know, one of the things that you can do in the summertime is kind of run wild or don't have to pay attention so much. But at school, you got to pay attention. And one of the ways of training your brain to focus is to breathe slowly. So it's kind of a natural way of the brain calming itself and focusing. And it turns out when we breathe slowly, we're training the brain to be able to pay attention. And there are two tricks to breathing slowly. One is to relax your face, all the muscles, just make it limp like a dish rag. And the other thing is to breathe out slower than you're breathing in. And when kids practice that with their parents or on their own, if they're old enough, you know, 5 or 10 breaths in the morning, you try it twice a day maybe. Before you're going to have dinner, you could say, okay, let's do our little magic breathing exercise and just do 3 breaths, you know, so it's not so hard for the kids. You're actually reorganizing the brain to allow them to reduce their anxiety and focus better.
Dr. Harvey Karp, thank you so much for being with us.